Okay, guys, it is time for us to watch the part 26 of A Christianic Comprehensive History. Very excited here. It's been a couple days since we've watched it. It's obviously the greatest series on YouTube. That's an objective fact. I don't make the rules. I just bake the rules. I don't even know what that means. Let's get to going. Start.
What made him this way?
Oh.
What is the attraction?
I also don't know that answer.
What keeps us fascinated?
I don't know.
This is the story of Christian.
I don't even know. What an incredible series. A truly incredible series. Love it so much. It's my favorite. Part 26.
On February 25th, 2010,
Okay.
Alec Benson Leary called Christian one last time to mostly discuss the bloody conclusion of Sonaju Issue 10.
All right, so I'm pretty sure that's that's the creator of Asperchu, right? Alec Benson Leary. Am I right? It's just so dumb. Why?
Hey, happy birthday.
Okay, well, I was not expecting you.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Yeah. How was your birthday today?
My birthday was yesterday, and it was good.
It was yesterday?
Celebrated with my family. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because as I get older, I celebrate, or I have less and less of a desire to celebrate my birthday. Where, you know, I used to love it. I think I stopped really doing birthdays at like 15 or something. Like I did them, but like it wasn't like a big deal. I don't know, man. It's like one of those childish things that disappears. You no longer get a birthday.
Oh, well, yeah, I saw the pages you got uploaded today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
What's up with that trial, Chris? I didn't expect that at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Didn't he kill him or something?
You drew me in a setup of being dared false witness from your parody of my science show, in comparison of the other Chris being the real one and not me, which I was the real deal. And then you set me on fire. And then recently, you portrayed me getting my head chopped off in a saw blade with gore and detail.
Wow.
Chris, you didn't read that last page. Did you read the page? Because what happened there was that was a picture of the real you in the comic. And I said, you know, like your head got chopped off, but then you came right back and said, no, okay, we were just faking. Your head didn't actually get chopped off.
Oh my God, what a hook.
Yeah.
You could have made that more obvious.
Well, if you read the text, it would have been obvious. You know, it seemed kind of weird that your comic has suddenly taken a very gory turn. I mean, like,
it's just one time.
Wait, so was it actually in the guy's comic that it was all just a goof and Chris just didn't read it? Or is this like some kind of a weird setup where they're trying to troll Chris into thinking this?
You said violence is wrong, though.
Yeah, well, you did violence unto me. I was just returning a favor.
Oh, revenge is okay, though? I'm kind of curious, why is this
I agree.
trial taking place? Like, why are we on trial?
Bad
Okay,
guys.
let me see. The copycat of practically everything nearly everything from my books, set me on fire, chopping my head off, false witness, and oh yeah, how about wanting to kill Simone Rosechu?
True. I agree with these.
Do you remember all the times that we talked about Simone where I explained to you that I wanted you to kill her because she's not your character, and Evan wanted her gone from your comic?
Yeah.
Chris, you told me, you swore up and down to me that you understood the point I was trying to get across to you, and that you understood what I meant.
Yeah, I did understand that. No,
God,
actually,
Chris, I cannot believe you did this, Chris. You know, you promised, you understood, you would comply, you believed what I was saying, but then this trial comes along, and what you're telling me right now is apparently my words went in one ear and out the other with you, and you think that me and Evan did something wrong to you. You think that you have done nothing wrong? Do you seriously believe that we are, you know, antagonists and you are just a saint here?
This is just so dumb. Like I hate it. The reason that this is just like so dumb is because like it's just fake forced outrage. Like we get it. Chris parodied Sonic the Hedgehog and Pokemon basically, and now he's crying about other people parodying it. He's obviously in the wrong when it comes to that. But like you don't really care to explain it to him in like a reasonable way. You're just trying to like force outrage. Like, oh my God, I'm so offended. Shut up. Like, you don't really care. It's fake outrage. It's like pearl clutching. You know that you're full of shit. And it's just so annoying because it's all just to bully this dude, this person with autism, which is like, you like these trolls are the reason why he fucking, I'm not trying to be an asshole. These are like part of the reasons why he sexually assaulted his mother. I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole, but getting complete, like, it's horrible because like Chris has passed the point of no return. But like, you don't think that this has had an impact on the horrible things that you've done? It's fucking... It's fucking crazy.
They move on to the issue regarding Simone's death.
At least I would, by your request, I put and hand wrote all the apologies and everything, and killed Simone.
Oh no, you said that me and Mao and Sean and Evan killed Simone. That's what your comic says. Apparently you didn't fulfill that part of the requirement either. Because I wanted you to kill her, but you accused me of killing her. And then you killed us in your comic. What kind of apology is that?
The request of the death of one of my characters comes with a price.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said request of the killing of one of my characters.
Not your character. No, Simone was not your character. She was Evan's.
Yeah, but anyway, with all the
Yeah, but anyway. So you said yeah, but anyway. So are you acknowledging that Simone was not yours?
I acknowledge that Simone was not mine. Anyway, the point is Simone is dead now.
Yeah. Well, no. The point is that you apparently don't listen when I talk to you. That's my point, right?
Actually,
Because you believe that you are in the right and everyone else is in the wrong, and you.
It really isn't like that really isn't even true. I just wish that like this. I wish Chris would just stop engaging with these people. Like really, but like we said, like these are his only friends. It's just horrible. Like these are the only people that'll talk to him. It's people who bully him. Everybody else, every relationship he's ever known, like this, every relationship he's ever known has been it's like effectively to some degree like a fake relationship. You know, like he doesn't even have any like genuine relationships because everybody's just always trolling him. The whole thing is just so messed up.
Is that your TV going in the background? Do you ever turn your TV off when you talk to people on the phone? That might be kind of nice.
Well, actually, I do turn the TV off sometimes. All right,
Oh.
Well, I'll turn it off now.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for that. Who is?
You feel like this could have stopped if Chris had someone in his life that was rational? Yeah, man, for sure. Like that's the thing. He doesn't have he doesn't have a single friend. You know, and like he has his mom and his dad, but he doesn't have like a single actual friend. Like that's crazy to me. And I part of that probably comes to the fact that he refers to other people with autism as slow in the minds. I don't know who instilled that value in him of like thinking he's better than other people either. Like it's obviously like they're partially to blame, but it's like Jesus, like, this stuff is so messed up. It's crazy.
Sandy, by the way. Sandy.
Part of it's just like family, the way he was raised. That's part of the problem as well.
Like Simone's daughter.
Wild and Simone's daughter. Yes.
How can Simone have a daughter when she's not supposed to exist in your comic? You know, Evan might get pissed about Sandy existing.
Well, still, Sandy did not originate from Simon's shoe.
Did you even realize the point of getting rid of Simone in the first place? It was because, okay, Evan was mad about Simone because Simone was just a ripoff of Simon Shoe. And it looks like Sandy is a ripoff of Simone, which by corollary makes her a ripoff of Simon Shoe as well.
I disagree with that.
You can disagree all you want. Doesn't make it true.
Okay, well, actually, still...
I don't know why, dude, but this is like, for some reason, this is like, to me, I don't know, this is almost like a worse or as bad as the whole Blue Spikes thing, where they like trolled him into like the whole like putting the medallion in his budget, he has PSN account, because like this is like masked in this guise of like, oh, I'm trying to like I'm trying to like help you. It just makes it so much worse to me. It's disgusting, man. You know, it's disgusting.
It does have an origin. That's definitely not one that Simone was from. Just blatantly based off of some other character.
She origins from
She actually was born as a Rosie, and some
from Simone.
They then discuss the alleged importance of Christian Love Day.
Well, why do you think that your birthday should be a holiday in the first place?
Well, one point it is a holiday in Mexico, so it should be equally important.
Why does he think that his birthday's a holiday in Mexico? What possessed him to think that?
Holiday in America.
It's Mexican Flag Day in Mexico. So your birthday is more important than 110 million Mexicans.
I never said that. And I never said that everybody should celebrate my birthday on that day.
Chris, your first response when I asked you, like 90 seconds ago, I asked you, why should your birthday be a holiday? And you said, well, it's a holiday in Mexico, therefore it should be of equal importance in America. That is exactly what you said.
Yeah.
And that's what you're thinking. You think that Mexican Flag Day is just not even good enough, right?
Well, it can be better.
Like we said, like here's the thing. Chris is obviously being very selfish here, but like this guy doesn't care. This is the thing. He doesn't care. It's just funny to him that he gets to troll Chris for something. Like, he doesn't actually give a shit about Mexican fucking Flag Day. It's just something that he gets to troll Chris on.
Be better.
Like, this guy doesn't give a fuck about, like, Hispanic people. Like, he doesn't give a shit. Like, it's not something that he actually is offended about. And even if he did, he wouldn't actually be offended by Chris specifically. Somebody with autism who is very, like, ignorant to the world. He doesn't give a fuck.
It's a day for 110 million Mexicans to celebrate the freedom of their country.
And that celebration could be accepted in America.
Well, why? Why would Americans celebrate Mexico's history?
Why not?
Americans have the 4th of July. That's when we celebrate our history. We have Flag Day too, like June 16th, I think.
But still, I mean, we have the Mexicans in America.
Well, then why wasn't your video about Mexican Flag Day instead of this made-up Christian Love Day?
One idea behind Christian Love Day is like the possibility of a second Valentine's Day.
It's like 10 days after the real Valentine's Day. Why would we need another Valentine so soon?
It's like we need more reminders to love and care about each other.
Valentine's
I wonder if he actually thinks that. Or if he just wants an excuse to try to make his, like, birthday a national holiday. What's a ridiculous thing to say?
Day is a Hallmark holiday sponsored by corporations to sell shitty gift cards and disgusting fake sugar candies. It's not about...
Most holidays are that, even if they have, like, good intentions behind them. Even 4th of July is a very commercialized holiday. They'll commercialize it as much as they possibly can for money. Like, that's just, I mean, I'm not an anti-capitalist, but that's, like, a capitalist thing, so...
Love. It's just a stupid corporate holiday. If you really want to celebrate love, you can do it at any time. You don't need a holiday.
Just to help remind us to do so on a more constant basis.
Okay, so why your birthday?
Because it feels right.
Chris, just admit that you just want... You really think you're so important, that you're so saintly and perfect, that you think your birthday should be a holiday.
I don't think Chris thinks that he's saintly or perfect. I think Chris lives in a world where he's constantly diminished for his existence. Probably has profound self-esteem issues to a point where he'll literally allow abuse from women and trolls because it's the only interaction he's gonna get. So, like, this whole classification that he's like this, like, horrible, shitty, whatever, it's just not true. Like, this person is, like, probably, I mean, dude, I wouldn't even doubt if they had, like, some kind of, like, fucking severe PTSD or something. Like, their entire life is a lie. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no genuine connections here, and that's not a criticism on Chris. It's a criticism on, you know, people trolling the shit out of Chris. So, like, what the fuck are you even on about? You know?
Admit it. It's about your ego.
I partially agree with you on that, but it's actually a lot more than just quote-unquote ego.
He partially agrees with that. Wow, does that shit on everything I just said? Has Chris somehow developed, like, this drastic fucking overcompensation? Like, somehow it's like, yeah, people hate on me, but I'm an amazing person. Like, I wonder. There's no fucking way. Maybe Chris is delusional. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Chris is fucking delusional and thinks that he's, like, incredible. I don't know. Maybe he's, like, somehow gotten to a point of, like, such drastic overcompensation that he feels that way. You know?
What more could it be?
I am not sure right now because I cannot come up with the appropriate answer for that.
You shouldn't really be trying to do anything until after you've come up with a logical reason to do it.
He does make it hard.
Countless times I've asked you why you do things, and you fall back on, I'm not sure, it felt right. Or you use your emotions as an excuse, like when you brutally murdered, you know, me and Evan and Mal and Sean in your sham mock trial. You know, because you were still angry about the ads. It kind of sounds like if I had drawn you as a perfect, you know, super strong, you know, master of the universe like you draw yourself in your comic, then you would have been fine with it. Because I would have been kissing your ass in that case.
That would be considerably agreeable right there between us, yeah.
So you prefer...
Well, I mean, in anybody's defense, if you drew them in a way that was very nice to them, of course it'd be okay with it. I imagine they would be happy.
That people just kiss your ass all the time?
It helps. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel encouraged.
Makes you feel better.
Bro, listen. Most people like when people kiss their ass. Like, I personally don't, like, love it when people kiss. Well, I wouldn't use the word kiss my ass. I hate it when I get, like people are just like, oh, you're so cool, like, that kind of stuff. But when people are genuinely like, oh, I like you, you're cool, that everybody enjoys that. You know, everybody enjoys that.
Sure. Chris, you're an adult. You really want people to kiss your ass all the time?
I mean, most adults.
Well, yeah, not all the time.
Why don't you learn to deal with it?
I don't like constant abuse. And torment and slanders and cursings.
True.
Oh, what torment and slander and cursing? Hey, Chris. Okay, you don't like slander?
Bro, you guys literally do that to me like a daily basis. Just stop pretending.
Oh, what about all the lies you've told about me? What about... Okay, remember a while ago you made a video trying to hypnotize people into hating Asperchu? Like you spoke in backwards Spanish or something? Remember
but again, like, you don't really care. Like, you think it's stupid and funny and nobody takes Chris seriously. So, like, you know that you don't give a shit.
Me with the death threats?
And I apologize for that.
No. You're not getting away with that bullshit excuse this time, Chris. Okay? You can't just do horrible things, and then offer a fake apology afterwards. That's not okay. That's not what apology is.
It's so ironic because he's talking like, oh, it's a fake apology. But what is this guy doing? He's like fake criticizing him. He doesn't really care. Like, these aren't reasonable. Like, he doesn't give a shit. Like, oh, it's a fake apology. Yeah, and you're forcing fake outrage. So what are you talking about?
And discuss the validity of the existence of Sonichu.
You don't think imitation is ever a good thing?
Event.
Not 100%. I'm like that
Because
50-50
Sonichu is
on
an
that.
imitation of Sonic, and you must agree that Sonichu is a good thing.
Yeah, because it was originally meant in a positive light. But then I get all the inputs from the trolls and all that on the internet, and then that just plain takes me off.
He has a decent point. I mean, I don't know if that's like an actual point he has, but like his argument here is that like, yeah, I like Sonic, but when you guys make your stuff about me, you hate me, which is true. They bully the shit out of him, so he's not even wrong. Like so the argument here is like if you actually had a comic book that was like nice to him, for lack of a better term, he would be okay with it. But you don't. It's all meant to be belittling, and he obviously is picking up on that. So like that's not even an unreasonable perspective that he's maintaining right now.
Okay, if the guy who created Sonic, I don't know what his name is, but if he came along and discovered your Sonichu comic, he would probably see that at least half of it is just you attacking trolls. I mean, the comic's not even really about Sonichu. It's about you, and it's about your war against trolls.
Yeah, they're trolls. Like, why? Trolls don't have human rights. They need to die. Like, I don't know. What are you talking about? Of course, it's against the trolls. Oh, I forgot this was alternative.
Well, that's to be undone because I have just after I finish book number 10, I will be making less appearances in the book and in the books, and now it will be more about.
Are you going to do that reboot that we talked about?
There will be a form of a reboot. Yes.
Why did you do these pages then? If you're going to do a reboot.
I mean, if I'm going to be making less appearances in the comics, I figured I may as well let myself go out with a bang.
No, Chris, I explained to you, a reboot is a complete restart. What happens in the reboot will have nothing to do with the comics you've made thus far. And you said you had...
It's not even really true. Like, you don't have to do full 100% reboots. What are you talking about? Like, have you ever read a comic before? I don't really know what you're talking about. A lot of times when a comic reboots, they maintain a lot of the lore, but they'll, like, vary it a little bit. So, what you're saying isn't even true. Like, you don't even know about comic books, bro. You're a nerd. You're a fucking nerd, bro.
Had, like, 30 pages. You only uploaded, like, 16.
That was the amount I had to complete book number 10, and the book is completed.
You said you had like 30 pages. People who miss deadlines don't get paid.
Well, I had computer troubles.
Of course,
and I had to go out with my family to a restaurant to celebrate my birthday.
Sonichu is your job, Chris.
That's another thing. Putting him in a perspective of like he's my job, it just makes me feel.
Well, you intend to make him your huge money-making franchise, right? So yes, he is your job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't take your job seriously.
Well, you see, with that definition, in the mentality of an artist, when the thing was originally supposed to be a work of art and creativity, then it just cheapens it.
It's so weird that does he actually think that he's like a big content? I wonder if he actually, when the guy asked him that question, like, oh, well, you're this big entity, right? And he's like, yeah. Do you think that Chris actually thinks he's a big entity, or do you think that Chris is very prone to leading questions? Because I wouldn't doubt that, like, Chris obviously has autism, so I wouldn't doubt that Chris is just like, oh, yeah, good point, because he has autism, and he's just like, he's very prone to leading questions, right? Like, if he had asked, like, are you a big entity? And he'd probably be like, no, but, like, since you asked him the leading question, he's like, oh, yeah, sure, That's just at least the way that I'm interpreting it. I truly do wonder, because people with, he probably is very prone to that type of bullying.
Well, then I could say it cheapened it when you started saying you intended to, publish it and make money off of it. What? So what you're telling me now is you have no intention of ever making money off Sonichu.
No, I would like to make money off of Sonichu.
Well, okay, you're cheapening it then. It's not a work of art anymore.
Because I've had too many inputs from bad people like the trolls.
Why do you keep responding to trolls then?
And
another thing,
only people that'll talk to him, man. Some sad shit.
You have a really broad definition of trolls, it seems, because you think that people that ask you questions you don't like in your mailbag are trolls. You think homosexual?
Well, they are trolls. They're people who are trolling him. What are you talking about? Like, he knows this. He's just being facetious at this point.
Sexual people are trolls just for existing because you want to cure gays. You think I'm a troll? I've been trying to help you.
See,
well, I'm sorry.
Let's talk about it. Like, he's a troll too. It's like a respectability troll. oh, I pretend to care, but you don't care, bro. It's like I think that's even worse, bro. The people who just like make fun of him and just say he's a fucking idiot and he's gay, those people aren't as bad as the people who like legitimately bully this guy, because at least they're upfront about it. Like they're honest about what they're doing. Like they're just like, yeah, and then Chris knows where he stands. With these guys, like all these girls that pretend to be his girlfriend, those people are being intentionally manipulative, and then Chris's like entire worldview gets completely fucking shattered.
Sometimes things have been trying to elaborate. I get misunderstood often, and it just really makes me feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm being misunderstood.
The call abruptly ends, possibly due to Chris hanging up mid-sentence.
Maybe.
Also on that same day, Christian emailed the wallflower, updating her about his completion of his comic, and also
Maybe it
mentioned
was his fucking mother and father finally telling him to get off the phone.
that he was looking forward to going to her house and meeting her family. In addition, he offered her more ideas concerning her story focusing on owls. She responded with a wish that he reduce the frequency of his visits because she wanted more space for herself, and also asked him to stop pestering her about her story. Christian replied stating that he understood and respected her wishes, and offered to reduce his visits to once per week until she felt she was ready for more. Nevertheless, he hinted at story ideas concerning the inclusion of his Sonichu characters into her story. The wallflower welcomed them though, thinking that his ideas may give her inspiration. She also updated him on the concert by Irish group Celtic Thunder that she had attended, saying she enjoyed it greatly. Chris later mentioned in an email to Vivian G that he was considering getting a haircut and restyling his hair to look like a certain member of Celtic Thunder.
Okay.
On March 1st, 2010, Bob was hospitalized for congestive heart failure.
I don't know.
On that same day, Christian noticed that the ad space on Wikipedia was relinquished back to the ownership of Jack Thaddeus. Chris wrote him an email welcoming him back. He admitted that he could accept ads promoting homosexuality on the condition that they weren't graphic, and also requested that lesbians and bisexuals should be featured as well. The following day, Christian made a captain's log.
I guess that's reasonable. If you're gonna have gay people, at least let me see some fucking gay girls, baby. Let me see some gay boobies, some bobas. Not bad. Decent request, Chris.
Once again, apologizing to Alec Benson Leary.
It is with heavy heart and good consent that I deeply apologize to Alec for the recent portrayal within the comic pages, with the trial and the killings in the electric chair and that sort.
Let's say an escort.
And that
Oh,
sort.
in that sort. Okay. That's.
I'm sorry, Alec. Anyway,
What song is
the
this?
trial and the execution will be replaced with pages that are more accurate to the stories of the science of Sancho of that genre.
Okay.
And I am wearing this medallion that Alec has made, along with my own, because I feel that we can be friends and coincide with each other. And all people that original Alec heads, or whatever, are welcome to come and view the original comics that inspired him on Wikipedia.
Inspired
The
him.
pages will be uploaded as soon as
That's
possible. I just have to finish coloring them in. And I got a few more pages to draw. And with that, in bit of honor also, I take Alec's medal here. So,
I have no idea what this interaction is.
and I will place it on the wall of fame. It would be secured better after the filming. But the point is made. Thank you very much, and have a safe day.
Immediately after, he made a short video directed at Surfshack Tito, the troll who had hacked into Chris's PSN account a week prior.
Surfshack Tito! I know you. You'll get yours in your dreams, your nightmares.
Chris gives Tito a curse shot. Not long after, Christian received an email from Evan Christopher George, flabbergasted by the events depicted in Sonichu issue 10. You drilled out my dick! You have wronged me more than you have wronged Alec, and we both know it. You steal from me and still refuse to admit that Simone is a ripoff. I am pleased with Simone's death, but you drilled out my dick! Are you jealous of my penis and the fact that I received vaginal relations with it? Why would you drill my dick out and have a 4th grader do it to me? Do you even realize how
The way he's saying it is just killing me, bro.
sick that is, making a little girl commit murder? Chris replied, stating that he would change the controversial pages into something more acceptable, and admitted that he was jealous of male persons such as Evan, whose penises exceeded 7 inches in length.
Wow.
Christopher George, in return, was largely welcomed by the cooperation coming from Christian.
That's so weird, because like, why would you be like embarrassed by that? Like, so, like, is he trying to say he has a 6-inch penis? Like, the reason Chris isn't able to get a girl has nothing to do with his penis size. It's, you know, we know he's autistic, and he also doesn't shower. I think that's a pretty big issue as well. Probably the biggest one, if we're being honest. So not a super large incentive, you know. And also, he doesn't like other people with disabilities, it doesn't seem. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a whole lot of defensible points for him.
On March 9th, Chris published a new custom level on Little Big Planet called The Guardian of the Owl Kingdom, 4Taste version, which was intended to serve as a preview of a much larger level, inspired by the original story that was being collaboratively developed by Christian and the Wallflower. In the description of the level, he credited her, using her well-established online pseudonym, Damien Ontaria. Trolls sought out her username and managed to track down her true identity on Facebook, and one individual sent her a link to the Quickie, on which she saw all the articles written about Christian and even the Wallflower herself. Thinking that the Quickie was under Chris's control, she demanded that all the information about her be removed from the site. She ended their relationship, blaming him for this recent development.
So what I'm hearing here is that Chris had a genuine like relationship with somebody, not necessarily sexual, and people didn't like that he could be happy, so they decided to show her this thing so that he couldn't be happy. Is that what's happened here? So we're at a point where like Chris literally could never escape being trolled, because every time something goes on, like he's gonna get trolled. This is ridiculous. These people are obsessive. This is psychotic. Jesus Christ.
That she would have to change her email address because of it. Christian tried to clarify that he was in charge of the Wikipedia and not the Quickie, and blamed the trolls for causing him much grief over the past few years, due to him becoming an internet celebrity. I've been in a number of moments of finding peace and losing it later, because these damn trolls won't leave me be. They're mostly immature dumbasses who have no lives of their own. They don't want me to have a life of my own. They don't want me to find long-term peace and happiness for myself.
That is true.
They don't want me to find and hold true love for myself, because they are so self-absorbed in themselves that they only want me to give them more stories and art more often. They are nothing but greedy, impatient, unloved, and corrupted fools.
He's 100% correct, by the way. Like, nothing he's saying is incorrect, so.
Heartbreaks and heartaches. It really hurts. Please, please, please do not leave me as my companion. You are the sunlight that lifts me up more than I have been lifted from in the past. I would feel like hardly a shell of my better self. I would be left in a deep, in the darkness state of loneliness and despair. Even worse, I'd probably hire a prostitute out of desperation. That is a fate I do not want to ever feel. Please do not leave me. As a friend, and from my heart, I love you. The Wallflower did not respond in kind. I don't love you, and I hate you for this. Everything was fine until I met you. I don't know why I took up my mom's offer to go to the social club. I had enough friends here at home and on the internet. Furious at the loss of yet another potential sweetheart, Christian addressed the trolls in a YouTube video made later that day.
This message is for every last goddamn troll that has been pestering me for the past number of years, even the recent ones. I have been in a number of moments finding peace and losing it later because you won't let me be. You are a bunch of damn immature dumbasses.
It's really unfortunate because, like, first and foremost, I don't know if this would have ever been like a love interest of Chris's. Like, we don't really know. Maybe he just thought it would, but at the very least, he had like a genuine companionship with somebody. But like, we're at a point now where like Chris couldn't even disconnect because everybody has his like phone number and stuff. But he should try. Like, he really should just stop posting on the internet. Honestly, like, what? Like, stop. Honestly, it's the only way you're gonna potentially find peace.
Who have no lives of your own. You don't want me to have a little life of my own. You don't want me to find long-lasting peace and happiness for myself. You don't want me to find and hold true love for myself because you are so self-absorbed in yourselves. You only want me to give you more god-dang stories and art than I could give because of my inspiration comes in and out. It mostly comes in when I'm happy and at peace. You are nothing but goddamn greedy, impatient, unloved, and corrupted fools.
It's probably all true, honestly.
Heartbreaks and heartaches, they really hurt. I've let you all done so much whatever you want emotionally to me, but it has goddamn another story when you try to hurt my friends and get them involved like you've been doing.
In the early
Oh, these outbursts are not helpful. Did he break another thing like last time? Jesus Christ. They're really going too fucking hard on this, dude.
hours of the following morning, Chris wrote a lengthy blog entry on the Wikipedia, rehashing the talking points of his earlier video and demanding that his friends and family be left alone. As an addendum, he reflected that he never truly saw Sonichu as a way of making money, and that the recent pushes for him to commercialize and advertise Sonichu in the hopes of turning a profit have made him feel like it was a job, putting him under a lot of pressure. He further demanded that the webmaster of the Quickie remove all mentions of any prospective sweethearts and gal pals from the website, giving them a deadline of midnight, March 12, 2010. Later again, he uploaded another video in which he demonstrates theoretically what he would do if he were to meet Clyde Cash in person, convinced that he was the one responsible for ending his relationship with the wallflower.
You think I'm weak? You think I'm not tough? This is what happens when I'm intercepted. This is what will happen when I'm intercepted by a troll.
One Punch Chan, you guys are too much. You're killing me.
Hi, hello, Christian.
Hello?
What's the matter? You don't know me?
No, should I?
It's me, Clyde Cash.
Well, scary.
What the hell do you want, you son of a bitch?
Oh, I just came by to tell you how much of a son of a bitch, lazy ass, bigoted, treacherous rat you are.
Okay.
Oh, and how about that time I raped your sweet Australian panda bear? You son of a bitch!
Okay. It's ridiculous. Oh, I was lost again? Hold on.
Come on, get up, you son of a bitch!
This is for Sarah Cassandra Mackenzie, you bastard!
Okay. Well, I guess you got him.
Watch your back, trolls!
This latest threat convinced the original troll behind the Clyde Cash persona to send Chris an email, informing him that he lied about Sarah Cassandra Mackenzie's death, and revealed that they were living together as a family, with their baby daughter, Penny. Chris then stated that he was still in possession of the PlayStation Network account that he had made for Sarah, and was keen on relinquishing it over to her. He asked if she would send him one final correspondence from her original email address, confirming her identity, and recounting all that has happened since he last spoke to her. If satisfied with her email, he would grant her the new password for her PSN account, and forgive Clyde for all the bad things he had done to both Christian and Panda Halo, and would leave them be. At about that time, Surfshack Tito also satisfied with her email, he would grant her the new password, and recounting all that has happened since he last spoke to her. If satisfied with her email, he would grant her the new password for her
Or you just wanted Sarah herself to email him to give the account to her. Okay.
PSN account, and forgive
Wanted to
Clyde for all the
clarify
bad things he had done to both Christian and Panda Halo, and would leave them be. At about that time, Surfshack Tito also sent Chris an email, apparently confessing that he was the one who had leaked the information about the wallflower to the trolls. He also attached a photo, which trolls found on her Facebook profile, of the wallflower together with a large man of Polynesian appearance, meant to represent Tito, implying that he was her boyfriend. Christian then contacted the wallflower again, hoping she was feeling better. He warned her about Tito, pleading not to trust him if she ever came in contact with him online or in real life. She asked him to cease all communications with her, and as a way to convince Christian to stop trying to contact her, she told him that she was already with a new boyfriend. Christian begged her not to leave him, and in order to honor her and her interests in Celtic music, Christian shared with her a YouTube video in which he wears a kilt while threatening Surfshack Tito. Even though he is angry at Tito for spreading around the wallflower's true identity, he calls her by name twice in the video.
Bro, it's like so crazy because we started with a guy who was like, you know, he has autism. Okay, we understand that. And then now this person that like probably knew that thinks that he's fucking insane. Like these people, like these aren't normal interactions to these, of course, but like Chris would never act like this if it wasn't for all these trolls. So now Chris just looks like a fucking idiot, and he looks like a creep and an asshole. Like when like this person may not have been attracted to Chris, but they would have been like, oh, he's not so bad. Now he's horrible. Like it's fucking insane, bro. It's nuts.
Yo, listen to me, you son of a bitch. Your days are numbered. I have forwarded your admission to, and also the gal pal that we know between us are Scarlet. And with great honor and glory, I will take pleasure in beating up your ass, and also regain the love and trust and friendship of. Either way, You are going down, Tito. One way.
I feel like I'm back in Disney, listening to all this. It's crazy.
2 ways. Or 3. Huey laddie, you're not gonna get the lassie today. I could go as a Michelele and my ring man.
Later that day, he made another blog post, noting that the quickie page concerning his recently lost sweetheart-to-be had been altered to protect her identity. Her personal contact information and details about her life outside of her interactions with Chris were removed, and all mentions of her name were changed to the Wallflower, inspired by an earlier quote from Christian regarding their relationship. This was done as a result of direct contact between the Wallflower and the sysop of the quickie, Cogsdev, who agreed to come to this arrangement. Christian believed that the changes were made because of the threatening nature of his blog posts and videos, so he also requested that all the men and women in his life who were also featured in the quickie be given the same treatment, giving the webmaster until the end of the month to enact the necessary changes. He notably requested that Vivian G's designation as a troll be changed to that of Galpal. He then made another video, pleading for the Wallflower to stay with him, referring to her by her pen name, which was what led trolls into finding out her real name.
This message goes out to Damien Antaria, her pen name, not revealing her real name, all things considered.
Okay.
You know something? You don't need that new boyfriend because I need you. We were very compatible. We had so much in common. I don't see why you had to go and do that. I mean, you weren't even.
It's so sad because like I doubt that they would even have been like a relationship formed from this interaction. But now Chris will never believe that because he'll always just think that it's because of the trolls like trolling him or her or them. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Even ready for a boyfriend. You told me so yourself multiple times. Expected that for a little while.
Hold on.
Boyfriend. You told me in common. I don't see why you had to go and do that. I mean, you weren't even ready for a boyfriend. You told me so yourself multiple times.
Yeah, so it sounds like this person, Chris might have asked this girl out in some capacity a couple times, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not really looking for a boyfriend or anything right now," as like a way to be like, you know, I'm not interested. It's just sad shit, bro. It's just sad.
Expected that for a little while. But you know what? This puts to mind a little something I have put together before.
He sings a modified version of Avril Lavigne's Girlfriend for the Wallflower, using the music video he had previously made as a backing track.
He's an imposter! He's a poser! What the hell were you thinking with that damn pickle suit? Come on.
Stop, please.
Damien and Daria, give me a break! You know what? I don't want to be back in a situation where I'm that desperate that I gotta go as far as to pay $100 for a damn hooker. Give me a break! I'm a 28-year-old high-functioning autistic virgin. I'm in a hell of my own.
I mean, that's true.
Come on, please. Please. I've been so very worried about you. I've had heartaches since last Wednesday. I've had sleepless nights. It really hurts. Heartaches hurt. Think about
Yeah,
that.
it's true.
March 17th
We've all
marked
had
10 years since the
I've
creation
had
of
heartaches.
Sonichu. Christian commemorated the date with a special video.
Hey ho everyone, it's Sonichu Day and I'm wishing y'all a happy one. You know, 10th anniversary of Sonichu's since its creation. 10 years ago today. I would have made a big update like I said, but I've been preoccupied with the emotional traumas I've been dealing with the past week.
Sure, probably.
I'd like to keep that separate from this video at this moment because I don't want to spoil it. But
Spoil the
I'm still
traumas.
working
What?
on the pages, and you know, as soon as possible, I'll have them uploaded, and I'll make an update look like a PDF soon enough. I mean, yeah, give me respect. I am an artist, and inspiration does not stay constant like that. And plus, I have been having to deal with those emotional issues and such. But everybody, yeah, happy Sonichu Day, happy St. Patrick's Day. It's all good there. So, thank you for your support, and you can look forward to more comic pages in the future. All right, bye bye.
Can't wait.
Also on that day, Panda Halo contacted Chris via email. After Clyde came over and raped me, it turns out that I had a sex addiction. For the
Jesus Christ, dude, come on. They're really gonna like bring sexual assault into this? So, okay.
next few weeks, he satisfied my lusty cravings, but then I remembered you.
Bro, this is just fucked up. And like, obviously you guys know I'm like sensitive to sexual assault stuff. But they're like, oh, this guy raped me, but I loved it so much. Like, oh, that's what a great message. Fantastic. Like, that's the whole troll here. Like, come on, dude. It's just like fucking pathetic. I mean, what is wrong with you?
Clyde placed a bet with me that you would forget about me in a day. Then he set up this 13-year-old boy, and you know what happened after that. This is why I despise you. You fell for another woman instantly. You did not give a shit about me. This is why that girl you are complaining about hates you, because it is obvious you do not care about her. All you care about is your stupid PS3 and your shitty PSN account. Also, I do not care about the Little Big Planet account. Keep it. She attached this photo, allegedly depicting herself and Clyde Cash, with their child, Penny. Christian replied with understanding and kindness, revealing how much he had cared and grieved for her. Nevertheless, he gave away the passwords to the PSN account in the hopes that Sarah would hand it over to Penny when she got older.
Well, that is
also during this time, the wallflower continued to send Chris angry emails, complaining about how he kept calling her place of work and her family home, trying to talk to her, but Chris confessed that he never once called her, believing that those calls were coming from the trolls. In a way to stop him from bothering her anymore, she claimed that her boyfriend was in fact Surfshack Tito, playing into his fantasies. Despite making her feelings perfectly clear, Christian invited her to an upcoming party. Meanwhile, angry at the thought of—
I mean, this isn't a real person, right? This is a fake person. That's a troll. So when we say like, oh, despite making her feelings perfectly clear, she's clearly, or this troll is clearly trying to like rage bait Chris into like having a response of like, and a response of interacting more. Like, let's not pretend that these people aren't saying what they know Chris will respond to because they want Chris to respond so that they can have more content. Like, can we stop with like the whole like, oh, Chris did this wrong thing? Like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's just stupid.
Tito stealing the wallflower away from him, Chris sent him a spurt of brief, angry emails. Watch your back. I will find you! I have connections, and after the meet and greet, I will kick your sorry ass and punch your bulbous gut so far up, it shoots out your head right through your skull. I will find you! Sit, spin, and shut the fuck up, and I will call you that right in your face!
Thank God. Wait, who's saying this? Who is this?
Sorry ass. Watch your back. Tito stealing the wallflower away from him, Chris sent him a spurt of brief, angry emails. Watch your back.
Okay. So Chris called him the M.
So far up, and I will call you that right in your face.
Wow.
Dude, you are not her boyfriend. Back the fuck off. You goddamn trolling stupid. He also attached a photograph of himself crossly displaying his middle finger. He relayed the same message in video.
Jesus Christ, Chris. You don't help yourself when you do stuff like this. Oh, fucked up. This is like the problem is like he gets bullied into a point where like it's like, oh, well, how do you defend that? You can't defend that. But he gets bullied to this point where like he wouldn't be going around saying these things if people weren't trolling the shit out of him like this. But it's like, fuck, what do you say now? Like they're, you know, they're clearly not very innocent, you know?
Video form that same day.
Tito, you stay away from you son of a bitch. You have no right taking her from me like that, you womanizing rapist.
Jesus Christ.
And if you go near her again, and I will find you. I will find you. I will cut you up. I will beat you up. I'll knock you on your backside, stand on your gut like a log roller, and roll your fat right through your skull. Rolling it wide open.
Where'd you learn that, Chris?
Because that's what you deserve, you goddamn womanizing, raping, trolling, stupid, pickle-suited nigger.
God. You couldn't have censored that one, bro? I love how in the chat someone goes, Papa, heads up, there's no censor here. Right. Right when I hear it. Fantastic, phenomenal. Thank you so much.
And don't you dare contact me in my email again, or contact me ever. You stay away from me in contact. Don't call me. I will find you.
Apparently, this last video angered Jack Thaddeus greatly, who then promptly dropped all funding for the Wikipedia, which was then handed over to Mao and the Asperpedia 4, giving them full control of the website. Evan Christopher George took it upon himself to answer questions from yet unaddressed mailbags on Chris's behalf, parodying his typical responses. The new administrators also proceeded to vandalize the site, altering much of Chris's text in order to insinuate that he was a perverted homosexual and a man of low intellect, among other things. They also updated the blog, posing as Christian. I, Christian Weston Ricardo Chandler, am currently looking for a sweet joy boy to make into my sweetheart. If you are male, gay, and interested to be the one person to steal my virginity, please contact me. I need you. Very horny. I, Christopher Christian Weston Ricardo Ian Brandon Anderson Chandler, am gay. Don't doubt me. Soon after, they opened up the Wikipedia to the public, allowing the trolls to freely edit the content of the site, defacing it beyond recognition. Also, numerous defamatory pictures were posted onto the site, including a photoshopped image of Christian possessing facial characteristics reminiscent of someone of African descent. On March 20th, Mao locked the site, restricting any further alterations from taking place. On that same day, Christian emailed the wallflower, letting her know that the date of the party had been changed. She told him that she would not attend the party and also expressed her disgust at a letter and a present he had sent her. She left one final remark for Chris. I don't want to hear from you ever again. Do you hear me? And who cares if you're a fucking acoustic virgin? I'd rather have my best friend's boyfriend take me first, because I trust him, than you. Besides, I'm asexual, so there's no hope for you, at least from me. Not only that, not even a cheap whore would want your small dick inside her. Neither would I. After this bitter exchange, Chris visited the Wikipedia and found it in chaotic disarray. After desperately trying to change it back to its former state, he found it futile and posted a YouTube video reflecting on his very tumultuous few days.
March 21st, 2010. I have noticed that my absence has brought on a bit of chaos on the Wikipedia, and it has gone on behind my back. I have been depressed lately because of my girlfriend having left me. Because of what this one guy did. He created that page, I know that. He tried to intrude my life. Once I find him, he will be tortured bad. But aside from that, I have let the trolls torture me because of my real life stories having been leaked on the internet. But now the chaos is going to be done. I have already won because I have learned so much. I am famous worldwide, and I own the main copyrights to everything about it. About Sandy Rosechu and the city of Quickville and everything therein. And I am going to take it a step further after this. But first, I am removing myself from the internet. Because I've put too much of my personal life online to be ridiculed so much. Let's see how you trolls plan to deal with me when I am not there to be dealt with.
It's a good point,
Even though I ignore your phone calls, that's one thing.
Hopefully you actually do that and you don't continue an online presence that would allow somebody to create a 63 or 4-part series at this point about you.
And y'all do your treachery behind my back, your treachery and your mockery. But that chaos ends now. Because I am going to enjoy real life. I do not need the internet. Nobody needs the internet. They just need to enjoy real life. Go out and socialize. Talk to people. Emails are so yesterday. Going out and finding people to talk to.
Is this like an elaborate scheme to trick trolls and thinking he's gone? Or what's happening?
And talking to them face to face is always in. So you can forget the damn Facebook and the MySpace and those other social sites. Because the only true social site is all around you. At your shopping mall. At the salons. At schools. At colleges. Everywhere. Even at churches. At bookstores. The game stores. The GameStops.
Are you going to tell us
everywhere all around you is a social site. And you don't need a computer to access it. All you have to do is just go outside.
Who told him this? Like, why is he going on this rant? Did his mom or his dad say something like this?
And see for yourself. And say hello. The internet is one thing to go talking to another country, but you don't need to be talking to others in the country. Would you go talk to everybody else around you locally? Because those are the most important people to you, the ones that are closest to you. So I leave you all with those words. And it is not goodbye, but more like see you later. From me and my son Sandy Rosechu and everybody.
Wow.
Because we will be back. And we don't need the online websites to be famous anymore. Because we have established world famedom. We have established my ownership of everything therein. We have established the mental education of having to deal with the good and the bad and the worst. Damn trolls. Your bullying is not appreciated, even locally. So you can just take your bullying and bully yourselves. If you're bored, go work around the house. Go take a walk.
Okay. This is good advice.
You don't need the internet.
This is really good advice.
You don't need to stay cooped up inside. You just need to go outside and enjoy life and the sun and the days you have to live. I'm Christian Weston Chandler of Ruckersville, Virginia. First name Christopher, Spanish nickname Ricardo. Original creator of the Electric Hedgehog Pokemon, Sandy Rosechu, and the city of Quickville,
The
Virginia.
original creator of a parody character based on 2 characters.
I bid y'all stay safe and good day.
As it has been shown that he hardly ever learned from his mistakes, it should come as no surprise that Chris would eventually return to YouTube to broadcast his daily life, to express his love for his sweetheart, to threaten the trolls, to refuel the fire.
So how long was this break then? This was 2010, this part. I just want to check the thing to see when 2000. This, I don't know when this was. I don't know. It was a good episode. I'm not doing a doubleheader, though. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.